Throughout time, there have been men to whom justice has been more important than life itself. From these ranks come 4 men, prepared to fight valiantly on the side of justice wherever the need may be. Joined together in this cause, they are the 4 just men.
Stop him.
Bruno also owes money to Poccari. Let Poccari soften him up first. Then I'll take over.
Where is he?
He'll be here in a moment, Signor Gustalo.
I'm not used to being kept waiting.
Neither is Signor Poccari. Perhaps that is why he wishes to see you.
He knows perfectly well that Maya will settle my bill. She always does.
How nice for you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I may be old-fashioned, but I always say that a man should pay. That is, if he is a man.
Now, look here, Julia.
Please, Bruno. Do not assault my secretary during office hours.
She was extremely rude.
Apologize for what you said, Julia.
My profuse apologies, Signor Gustalo, for suggesting that a man who is a man should pay the bill when he's buying a woman a drink.
But I was only going to...
Perhaps you had better leave us, Julia.
Certainly. I have a dinner engagement. He's paying, of course.
Oh, now look, Signor Poccari, you know very well that Maya will pay my bill.
I'm sure she will. That is not why I asked you to come and see me. Listen to this. Maya, younger sister of the king of Kaulite, that tiny but also important Middle Eastern country where they dug for oil and found uranium, could help to rule a kingdom instead of pouring her considerable fortune down the handsome throat of Bruno Gastolo in the bar of the Hotel Poccari. In Kaulite, there is enough uranium.
Enough uranium to keep every nation supplied with nuclear armaments until they blow themselves up. But the king refuses to allow anyone to touch it. In our humble opinion, he is a good man and a man of peace. It is a pity that his sister does not follow his example. Yes, I have read it too. And I think it's even more than a pity that people do not mind their own damn business. And that includes you too, Riccardo.
I claim the privilege of an old friend, Maya.
Oh, but how dull. Bruno. Bruno, tell me something amusing.
I love you.
That is not amusing unless it's true. Do you think it's true, Riccardo?
I have no idea, but that article is. And I think you should take some notice of it.
Do you? And what right have you got to tell me what to do?
Perhaps he loves you too.
Do you?
You have a responsibility to your brother, Maya. You should stop encouraging this sort of article.
And stop seeing Bruno?
Yes.
I'm sick of Rome, Bruno. For heaven's sake, why don't we leave?
Poor Maya. Always running away.
How dare you say that? How dare you? Meet me in the bar, Bruno.
You had better go after her.
But the bill?
Don't worry about that. But you can at least see that she gets home safely.
Bruno?
Curtis! What do you want?
I want to talk to you about the princess now, at my house.
But I can't possibly manage to
You have
go
no choice, unless you prefer to be arrested and sent to prison. You know how much you owe me in gambling debts?
Roughly about...
Precisely, Bruno. I prefer precision. 1,245,000 lire. Here is the IOU with your signature.
But you know I cannot pay.
Not in cash, but you can pay in full. All you have to do is to persuade the princess to leave Rome.
Maya, but why?
I'm only interested in her welfare as you are.
You don't even know her.
You're of the same country. She's a member of our royal family. I don't like to see her making an exhibition of herself here. I don't like people to laugh at her when she drinks too much in public. You agree? You will leave at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I shall provide the car. Tell her you hired it. You drive straight to Amalfi and stay at the Hotel Luna for a month. Do you understand?
But 10 is a little early. She's not usually awake until...
Tomorrow she must be. You will see to it. If not, I shall take immediate steps to have you arrested for debt.
Very well.
Don't look so sad, Bruno. You're going to have a beautiful holiday with an attractive woman. This should cover your expenses.
Why are you asking me to do this?
I'm not asking you. I'm ordering. And I don't give reason for my orders. If you prefer not to obey them, you know the alternative. Now go straight to the princess and make your arrangements. Arrivederci, Bruno.
The IOU.
I'll post it to the Hotel Luna. Now hurry up. You must not keep the princess waiting. The car will be outside your apartment at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Enjoy your drive.
What's the good of sending her to Amalfi? She'll get to hear about her brother there as soon as she will in Rome. And then what's to prevent her getting to Carlisle?
She won't reach Amalfi. She won't even leave Rome. I spoke to our people in Carlisle by telephone 2 hours ago. At 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, the king will cease to live. For another 24 hours after that, no one in the whole world will know about this except you and I, and those responsible for his death. Long before that, I shall be in Carlisle.
And the princess?
You will kill her, Zolta. With this, just before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's what I pay you for, isn't it? To kill, when necessary.
Yes, but...
You don't need to worry. You'll be quite safe. Our friend Bruno will be found in the princess's apartment when the police arrive.
The police?
I shall inform them. Anonymously, of course, that Bruno is desperate for money and that he intends to get it from the princess. I shall not do so until you have left the building and until I've seen Bruno enter it. The police move fast. When they arrive, they're going to find 3 things. The dead body of the princess, this gun, and Bruno with a large amount of money in his wallet. Later, they will discover that the car he says he has hired has in fact been stolen. Poor Bruno. Let me give you a toast, Zolta. The king is dead. Long live the president, Cathis.
Hands up. Hello, Rico.
Jeff, how good to see you. What are you doing in my office, apart from playing with my cigars?
This is serious, Rico. I haven't got much time. I've got to catch a 10 o'clock plane to New York.
New York? Haven't you just come from there?
I'm on my way back from the Middle East. I was handling a problem for the State Department, but I ran into a bigger one in Carlisle.
Carlisle?
Princess Maya's brother, the king, was murdered this morning. Well, I found out by chance. My contact told me right before I left. The king wanted to prevent the uranium from falling into the wrong hands.
That's why he was killed. Who did it?
Well, the head of the group is a man named Cathis. He was expelled from Carlisle 2 years ago. He's now living in Rome. The king's death will be kept a secret for at least 24 hours. That's our only break.
What do you mean, Jeff?
Well, Cathis needs that time to get back to the capital. Once he's there, he'll announce the king is dead and proclaim himself as president of the new republic.
And Maya?
You must persuade her to go back to Carlisle immediately, before Cathis can get there.
What can she do?
She's the king's only heir, the last of her family. Cathis will promise the people quick riches from the sale of uranium. Promises he has no intentions of keeping. Maya can save her country, maybe even prevent a war.
Julia?
Yes?
What time does the next plane leave for Basrut?
There's only one a week. It leaves at 1 p.m. today.
Find out if anyone called Katis is booked on it. Call me at Princess Maya's apartment and cancel all my appointments.
I'm nearly ready, darling. The packing's just finished. What do you want?
I apologize for not warning you of my visit, but I have something very important to tell you.
I'm sorry, I'm just leaving. I have no time.
Permit me.
How dare you push your way in here?
Please sit down, Princess.
Please don't call me that.
Maya.
Well, what do you want to say to me? I don't believe a word you're saying. If my brother had been killed, I'd know about it. It'd be in all the newspapers.
Look at me, Maya. I am too fond of you to invent a story like that.
But how do you know? Why? Who told you?
Someone I trust absolutely. You do believe me, don't you?
Listen, Ricardo. I left my country 5 years ago. I left it because I wasn't wanted there. There was nothing for me to do. Nothing except open bazaars and sit at my brother's table talking to people in whom I had no interest and who had no interest in me. Oh, yes. My brother is a good king, a great man. Do you think I don't know that? It was forced down my throat every minute of every day. You are successful and respected. I was never given that chance. The younger sister of the good king. The model hostess, the royal shadow. Oh, I preferred to live.
Maya, do you know a man called Katis?
Yes. Yes, my brother expelled him from Cowlife, but what's that got to do with it?
He's now in Rome. He plans to fly to Basrut today. He has 24 hours, and so have you. If you don't get there first, he and his friends will take over the country. The uranium will be sold to the highest bidder. Your brother's work will be wasted. Your country will be finished. And in time, the new owners of the uranium may become the masters of the world. Well, Maya, what is your answer?
I want to live. That is my answer. Hello? It is for you.
Thank you. Fokari speaking.
Oh, I've checked with the airport. No one called Katis is booked on the flight to Beirut. And there are only 4 passengers altogether.
I see. So there will be plenty of seats.
Yes, but it's only a small aircraft run by the Carlisle Airlines. No stewardess, no drinks. Sounds most uncomfortable. Is there anything else I can do?
Yes, check on all the 4 passengers. Passports, everything, and the pilots of the plane. Yes, thank you, Julia. Maya, I know a great deal about women, and I have learned that it is useless to ask them to change their minds when they do not wish to. But I beg you to change yours.
In a few minutes, I'm leaving here. I'm going away with a man I love and who loves me. That's all there is to say, Ricardo. Goodbye.
Zolta, what are you doing here?
Get out of my way.
If you've done anything to Maya...
I see. Is the princess still there? Ah, yes. Thank you. Bruno is still unconscious, but he's out of danger.
I'm glad. I'm even gladder you're still alive. I don't like the idea of fighting gunmen with sticks.
Maya left the hospital some time ago. If she comes here now, we shall just have time to catch the Basrut plane.
Do you think she will?
I don't know. You checked all the passengers?
Yes. None of them could possibly be Curtis, and the two pilots have been with the airline for years. Haven't the police got anything at all out of Zolta?
Nothing. Do you think she will come, Julia? Come in.
I'm ready to leave, Ricardo. I love Bruno. I know all about him, and I love him.
Yes, I know.
That's why I changed my mind. I thought that he was dead, and I saw his death as being the first of many. I knew then that what you told me was true, and that I had some sort of chance to prevent more deaths. That's why I decided to come with you. Do you understand?
Yes.
And yet, if they hadn't promised that Bruno would recover, I should not have come. Do you understand that too?
Yes. I understand that too.
Thank you for saving my life.
I am a romantic, Maya. Many men dream of saving the life of a beautiful princess, but few are given the opportunity.
And of flying her home to her kingdom?
Remember that no one in Basrut knows of your brother's death.
Except the people who killed him.
When we are near Basrut, I shall tell the pilot who you are. He will radio that you are arriving, and you will be met by your brother's ministers. Whether or not they suspect by then that your brother is dead, I suggest that you tell them and say that you are taking his place. Do you agree?
I don't know whether I can.
I think so. You will finish what you have begun. It's in your blood. Maya, we are due to land in half an hour. I'm going to speak to the pilot. I shall be back in less than a minute. Forgive me, but I have something very urgent to tell you. The Princess Maya of Kaulite is one of your passengers.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cathis. This officer is a friend of mine. So was the other pilot on whom you checked so carefully, and who allowed me to take his place. Sit down. Over there. If you thought I'd risk traveling as a passenger, you're either a fool, or you do not understand the importance of what I'm doing. Nothing has been left to chance, and nothing will be. Hello. Time up. I can keep this thing straight for a few minutes. If you try anything, I shall shoot. I will not radio Basrut for the princess's arrival for the simple reason that she will never reach there. And neither will you. There'll be a little engine trouble. We shall land at a small airstrip near the border to have it put right. Some more of my friends will meet us there. In half an hour or so, Felul will apologize to the other passengers, tell them all is well, and take them on to Basrut. But neither you nor I, nor the princess will be with them. We shall have elected to stay at the airstrip. I shall not remain long, I am afraid. Just long enough to see you both, shall we say, disposed of.
Ricardo!
Along the controls!
Please don't worry, gentlemen. Just a little emergency cockpit drill. Everything is quite all right now. Gentlemen, I should like to thank you for your cooperation and assistance on this somewhat unusual flight. You all know now who our fellow passenger is, and perhaps in the future you will realize why she chose to return to her country at this particular time, and then you will be as grateful as I am to Her Royal Highness the Princess Maya of Kaulite. They are waiting for you outside, your ministers, your people. Go to them. Go now.
Please come with me. Just to the door.
An ordinary man can save the life of a princess, but a queen must walk alone. She loved you, Bruno. She knew all about you, and she loved you.
And you were responsible for taking her away from me.
No. She decided to go because of you.
I don't understand.
She's a woman. One should never make the mistake of trying to understand women.
Are you ready to buy me lunch, Bruno?
Of course. Arrivederci, signor Peccar.
Understand women?